What do you do when you pray for something with everything in you, and God still says no? Amora had been praying for the same thing for 2 years. Not casually. Not occasionally. Every morning. Every night. With fasting. With tears. With a faith she had built carefully and protected fiercely. She had one prayer. And she believed God had said yes. She had seen the signs, or at least, what she thought were signs. The opportunity had come. The door had opened. Everything was moving in the right direction. And then, without warning, it all fell apart. The door didn't just close. It shut completely. In a way that left no room for hope, no room for a second chance, no room for maybe. Amora was devastated. She sat in her room that night and tried to pray. But the words wouldn't come. Because how do you talk to the God who just said no to the thing you trusted him for? She didn't stop believing in God. But she stopped believing he was listening to her specifically. For months, she carried that silence like a weight. She showed up to church. She read her Bible. But something inside her had gone quiet. Then one evening, a friend called her. Not to preach. Not to quote scriptures at her. Just to check in. Just to say, I have been thinking about you. And in that conversation, her friend said something she wasn't even trying to say as a message. She said, you know, sometimes I think God protects us from the things we want most because he can see what we cannot. Amora didn't respond. But something shifted. She went back to her journal that night. Back to the prayers she had written 2 years ago. And as she read them, really read them, she began to see it. The thing she had prayed for would have taken her somewhere she was never meant to go. The relationship. The opportunity. The door. It looked like a blessing from the outside. But God, who sees the end from the beginning, had seen what was on the other side of that door. And he had loved her enough to close it. What looked like a no was never a rejection. It was a redirection. It was God saying, not because I don't love you, but because I do. If you are sitting with a no from God today, a prayer that didn't go the way you believed it would, know this. He sees what you cannot see. He knows what you do not know. And the door he closed was not the end of your story. It was simply God making sure you arrive at the right one.